It's said to have been an early Christmas gift, the weapon used by 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley to shoot and kill four of his classmates at Oxford High School in a suburb of Detroit. Well, now the prosecutor's office takes a bold and rare step in this case, filing involuntary manslaughter charges against the young man's parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley. Joining us now to talk about this morning is Jamie White. Jamie, the parents of the shooter are being charged with negligence. And is negligence the right word to use here? Do we keep seeing this? Is this unusual? Why are they being charged?
So they're charged with involuntary manslaughter, punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Negligence is part of the equation, but it's not enough to be just negligent. The prosecutor must show that the parties in this case were extremely reckless to the extent that a reasonable person would know that a human could be harmed. And the facts here clearly lead up to that. They bought a weapon for their, excuse me, for their son, who was not old enough to possess a weapon. They ignored all kinds of warning signs, and ultimately, the tragedy occurred. So negligence is a part of it, but it requires more.
I got to ask you, in all your years of practicing law, have you ever seen a case like this where the parents and their son are sitting in the same jail, albeit isolated from each other, because of purchasing a weapon, allowing their son to have access to that weapon, and knowing from the way the report has gone so far, Jamie, that there was some suspicious activity. The school officials going to the parents, not really stepping in to do the right thing. What's happening here? What's amiss?
So this is extremely rare. There have been some examples in Michigan and outside of Michigan where parents were charged as a result of a young person getting a hold of a firearm that wasn't secured and ultimately harming someone. But this is very unusual. We have not seen this in a school shooting scenario, and I think it's sending a really important message to the community, and that is that if you're going to have a firearm and you don't secure it responsibly, you're going to be held accountable for harms that occur. I think it's long overdue, and I suspect it's going to have some impact on parents going forward.
I've got to ask you, I've asked this question, in fact, of attorneys last week. The psyche that has been going on, going back to the pandemic and the fact that members of the far right actually wanted to take over the government there in Michigan, and as well as abduct the governor. Is some of that psyche bleeding into the mindset of, it's hard for you to say this, but and I don't want to give it to conjecture since you're our attorney at law, but do you think some of that psyche about owning guns and having a rebellious spirit has bled into this family?
I don't think there's any question. I don't know what their politics is. I'd bet to gamble that they're likely aligned with the people that associated themselves with the Trump party and some of the extremists that we've seen operate on January 6th. And I'm not suggesting that they're terrorists to some degree, but there is sort of this. I think there's this ideal that
Jamie,
this gun culture, Mhm. this
I'm
gun
sorry, I did not
culture
mean
in
to interrupt you.
Michigan.
Please go ahead with the gun culture.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest that the gun culture in Michigan has always been significant when it comes to extremists. And I think in light of the Rittenhouse verdict and what we've seen and heard from our Congress and the NRA over the years has contributed to it. And I think these people felt emboldened. They haven't even been charged with another serious offense that the federal government could bring, and that's purchasing this gun through a straw purchase. This young man was not old enough to have this weapon and they purchased it for him. That is a 10-year felony under federal law.
And that is what's frightening about this, which is why I wanted to ask you that question, because it goes broader and has more depth than what the headlines are in terms of what's happened in Michigan's history. Now, the laws that are on the books in Michigan surrounding this kind of situation sounds like a lot of gray area. But if you will, the school itself, the fact that teachers knew that something was wrong, do you think the school will be held liable in any way? Will there be some sort of suit that the parents of the deceased children and the wounded children will file against the school itself?
It may get filed, but it likely will not be successful. Michigan is a very unique state. We have a governmental immunity statute that protects public schools, public institutions from any form of lawsuit unless there's a few certain exceptions, and none of them apply here. I wouldn't rule out the school district providing some form of settlement on their own, but legally, it's going to be very difficult to get any sort of claim in this case.
Jamie, I got to run, but I got to ask you real quickly because there are other school systems that are concerned about this. The fact that about a half hour from there in the Bloomfield High School, majority white school, black students have been threatened. There have been things scrawled upon the walls. They've alerted the sheriff there, who's also handling this case. Have you heard about that case? Because a $150 million lawsuit has been filed against that school in trying to get the sheriff to step in and protect the students that are there before something goes wrong. My question is, may we see other incidents like this?
I think it's possible. There's a bill right now in the legislature that actually our firm drafted. We represented, long story short, we represented several people that were assaulted at Michigan State University. And, we're currently in the process of trying to deal with the immunity statute and make schools accountable for harms that occur under their watch. And that is currently going through the state Senate, and I suspect that it will succeed. So upon signature by the governor, I do think we're going to see schools held more accountable in the state of Michigan for allowing harms to occur, whether it's racial or violence, and so on.
The operative word here is to be proactive and to be sensitive in terms of what's going on. Jamie, I appreciate you so much